Well, here on Pure 24/7 Radio, I'm Nathan Thomas, and I'm joined today by a guest from Adventure Plus. Her name is Kari. Hi, Kari. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well, thank you.
It's good to see you, and we are here today to talk about a rather exciting event coming up toward the end of May. Do you want to just tell us very briefly the real basic facts about this particular event?
Yeah, so at the end of May, we are doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks challenge. So it's a challenge walking 38.6 kilometers, or 24 miles if you work in miles. And the total ascent is 1,585 meters. And you will summit Yorkshire's highest three peaks. So that is Whernside, Pennygent, and Ingleborough. And the typical challenge is to do it in 12 hours. But we wanted to open out to as many people as possible. So we have got a 12-hour option and a 2-day option to do the challenge. And it's all fundraising for Adventure Plus. And yeah, the funds are going towards building a lake specifically. So that
Yeah.
is the aim of the challenge.
Brilliant. And I've heard we spoke with John Cox not all that long ago about these plans. It looks very, very cool. Essentially, you're going to take a large amount of soil and move it to a new location at the same, so that you'll at the same time create a large hill and also a lake, which sounds very, very cool.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the Minute Adventure Plus is being developed as an adventure activity centre. And yeah, we want to make it as sort of accessible and affordable for as many people as possible, to come and do activities and come hear about Jesus and sort of just see what we do. And so yeah, we are building. We've got an 80-acre site. It's actually quite big when you hear it like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be a 4-acre lake. And yeah, it's gonna be dug up and filled in. And it means that we can do water sports all year round, which is a massive bonus because we use the Thames at the minute, and that's very changeable and can flood and mean that we can't use it all year round. So yeah, it'll mean that we can do water sports all year, rain or sun or shine or whatever. And yeah, it will also create lots of wetland habitats as well, which is great for increasing our biodiversity. Because at the minute it's just sort of disused farm fields, and so by having this lake, we'll be able to have many more wildlife living with us.
Wow, brilliant. So there's a
Yeah,
plethora of benefits from this plan to build a lake, and also,
yeah,
yeah, that's brilliant. I hadn't never thought about the sort of biodiversity that it would also create as well, because it's going to be
yeah.
give all sorts of a kind of entirely new habitat really in that area.
Hmm.
So that's just brilliant.
Yeah.
So this walk coming up, we're planning to walk it as well. Stephen D and myself from the endurance team, and can't wait for it. Is this something you've done before?
No, so I have never walked the Yorkshire Three Peaks, but I'm from York, so I have done a fair bit of walking in the Dales. It's one of my favourite places to walk and explore. So sort of part of the reason why this challenge is happening is because I thought, oh, it'd be a great challenge to do for myself. But then I thought, you know what? Actually, there are so many people from Oxfordshire and from A plus who have never gone to the Dales, and I want them to go because I think it's a great place. Um, and then I sort of thought, well, actually, people get sponsored to do these kind of things, so it could work out as a fundraising event. So yeah, that's kind of how the idea was started. Because I haven't done it, and it's going to be a challenge for me. It's the furthest I've ever attempted to walk in 12 hours. And yeah, a fair bit of up and downhill. Um, but yeah, it's very exciting because it'll be my first time doing it.
Brilliant. So you are relatively familiar with Yorkshire, but not necessarily that particular area. So this will be a new experience for me as well. I've never walked that distance before. I mean, I used to live on Salisbury Plains, and there are it's a vast network of hills and valleys,
Mm.
etc. So I've never quite walked that distance, but I probably got to maybe, I don't know, 10, 12 miles. So
Okay,
halfway
that's
there.
that's still a long way. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
So it's great because on the challenge we will have mountain leaders, so they're qualified to take groups into the mountains, and the Dales isn't quite mountains, but it's still sort of unknown terrain and needs some navigation. So it's great because everyone joining will be able to, they can look at a map if they want to, but that won't be their focus. They'll just be focusing on walking, and our mountain leaders and lowland expedition leaders who are all qualified to do this kind of thing will be sort of leading the way and making sure that we're walking at the right pace to complete it. So yeah.
Excellent. So we'll be in safe hands.
Yes, definitely.
That is a great comfort.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, what do you think will be the sort of the toughest part of this challenge?
Hmm. Um, I think probably just walking fast enough, because I think it you could probably do the distance at a decent pace, but I think just making sure that we're walking at the right pace and um, making sure that we're stopping enough to not flatten ourselves, but also, keeping going when we really need to keep going.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and also your legs will get tired after a while, so I
I can
think just
imagine.
pushing through that feeling will also be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I suppose it is important. I mean, we could easily just walk at your own pace, but that might not necessarily meet the necessary requirements. So it's good to have people who can keep you at the right pace and also make sure we're not just going to burn out too quickly. I guess
Yeah,
it's quite a
yeah,
careful balance.
definitely. Yeah, but yeah, lots of snacks along the way will definitely help. I think the aim for this kind of challenge is eating little and often rather than stopping for like an hour to have a big lunch or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely lots of snack bars and nuts and things like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're going to need plenty of snacks along the way. After all, over a 12-hour period, that's basically enough time to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So there's
Yeah.
probably a lot of thought and time going into making sure we have all the supplies.
So we'll have a support crew on hand if we need sort of any emergency things, and for water top ups along the way. But what we're saying to people is that they do need to be sort of self sufficient with the food and the water, but it will be there sort of if they need it, kind of thing. But it's great because you won't be walking with big expedition bags. You'll just be walking with what you need for the day. So things like extra layers and your snacks and water. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Excellent. And I guess around this time of year, what sort of weather can we expect? I mean, I guess it'll be relatively warm throughout the day, so it's a pretty good time of year for that in that
Hmm.
regard. But up on
Yeah.
the Dales around that area, is it like to be especially cold?
Um, it really depends. I mean, last May we had lovely weather. I remember it almost felt more like summer than the actual summer period.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we could probably expect fairly mild weather. Hopefully it'll be dry because that makes it a bit easier to keep going when it's hard. I hope
Yeah.
there's not rain pelting in your face. So yeah, I'm hoping for dry, warm weather. But yeah, the Dales, it's hilly, so you can expect some clouds and a bit of drizzle maybe.
Yeah.
But it's not incredibly mountainous terrain, so it should be sort of fairly decent, fairly predictable.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
So it sounds really, really exciting, honestly. What is the part you're most looking forward to then? So we covered basically the challenge will be trying to keep on going at the right pace so that you can complete
Mhm.
it in time, and obviously making sure you get a good balance of keeping hydrated, keeping well fed, but also taking breaks and making progress. What are you most looking
Mhm.
forward to, though?
Oh, I think I'm probably just looking forward to doing it as a team. Like, I think you just get such a great sense of um, excitement and encouragement, and when it's done, achievement from doing something like this with a team. There are lots of instructors from Adventure Plus doing this challenge, so that's a great sort of team bonding experience. But yeah, I just think it will just be good fun, really. And I absolutely love the Dales. I love the sheep. I love the hills. Love the countryside. So I'm looking forward to spending time there as well.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
certainly looking forward to spending time there. I've been to the Yorkshire Dales once, but only briefly while driving by, and it looks stunning. That was during a blizzard of some kind, but
Oh wow.
I can expect it'll be even
Yeah.
better walking through and just really taking in the views. Like you say, we'll be in safe hands, so no
Mm.
need to worry, and we can just enjoy some incredible sweeping vistas, some beautiful valleys and hills, and
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
rain or shine, I expect it'll still be good fun because, like you say, there with
Yeah.
other people, with a team of people, all
Mm.
dedicated to one goal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, just as we come to close, let's just consider what can we do in terms of. I mean, you said about it's fundraising for a specific purpose. Where can we go to get more information on this?
Yeah, so on our website, we have a page sort of all about Adventure Plus, but then there are also pages just about things coming up and what we're doing. So there is one for Yorkshire Three Peaks, and on there is all the information about food and transport and accommodation. But then there's also a link to our Just Giving page, which is where people are being sponsored. So we have a collective Just Giving page where you can then find individual participants and sponsor one of them or all of them. So yeah, you can find that at the bottom of the page on the Yorkshire Three Peaks event. So the link for that is adventureplus.org.uk/what-we-do/Yorkshire Three Peaks /. But yeah, if that's too complicated to find, if you just look up Adventure Plus Yorkshire Three Peaks, you should find it easily.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess the main thing that anyone interested could do is have a look at that, have a look at why we're doing it and what we do at Adventure Plus, but also sponsor people. And amazingly, all the donations are being match funded. So that means that if you give £10, you've effectively given 20, because we've got a very generous donor who has said that they will match fund for this specific fundraiser, which is just amazing because it means that our goal is much more achievable, because the little that people give will actually be doubled, and I think it actually gets a bit more than doubled with gift aid as well. So every little really does count with this, which is really exciting.
Fantastic. Yeah, I've heard about that being match funded. That is really, really cool. So yeah, adventureplus.org.uk, and I believe it is there. All the information you need. It includes a list of all the important equipment, doesn't it? And I looked through that. I do need to make sure we got everything because, like you say, it is going to be a tough challenge. There's a reason it's not the Yorkshire Three Peaks stroll or the Yorkshire Three Peaks walk. It's a Yorkshire Three Peaks challenge because it will be a challenge. And of course,
definitely.
It's really good to be there with other people. I'm really excited about it, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, you too. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for telling us all about this, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Here at Pure 24/7 Radio, we have had the privilege of speaking to some amazing people with amazing stories.
Now, I thought I'd go a bit further. What about goat and sheep's milk? Becoming quite popular. Very similar to cow's milk. So we don't use it in the first year of life, you can afterwards. And their nutrient profiles, how good they are, is pretty similar to cow's milk. Allergenicity, how often do they cause allergies? About the same. They're a bit more expensive sometimes. It's pretty equivalent.
Yeah, we're really excited, especially excited for Josh because it's his first book and he's really passionate with that Gen. Do you say Gen Z or Gen Z? I've heard it said in...
I don't know. I'm too old. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not in that age category, so we've not got a clue what they're called.
It's a potboiler. It's a good, exciting popcorn thriller. I didn't think it was anything too special, but I think watching it at home, people will probably enjoy it more than I did going to the cinema to sit. Really good film. I love it. I walk into a cinema and I turn my phone off. Nobody can get hold of me for a couple of hours. I'm in a completely other world. Every single time I go to the cinema, and for me, it's like going to Oz. It's like going to another world and escaping and relaxing, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
If you have missed any of these interviews or would like to hear them again, you can. Simply head over to our catch-up section at www.pure247radio.org. That's www.pure247radio.org.